Hello everybody, welcome to today's session. In today's session, we're going to do a midweek analysis, obviously of the pairs that are on my watch list. And these are the pairs that are on my watch list. I have a very short watch list, obviously, as you know, because these are the best performing pairs according to my strategy, which I do use price action. Now, in this channel, if you're new, we do explore the fascinating mode of trading, its different aspects, and what you can actually do to actually make your edge sharper in the market so that you can actually get better returns. So if that sounds interesting, please consider subscribing and stick with us until the end in order to see what we anticipate the market to play, how we anticipate the market to play out for the rest of the week. Cool. So in front of us is JPYX, or the Japanese currency yen, right? Japanese index. So long term, we do anticipate to see prices, be bearish, obviously, because it's in a downtrend, no doubt, as this was the most recent, most significant structure and it was broken. So we do anticipate to see prices keep on pushing lower until these lows. And even the minor trend in here still indicates that prices are in a downtrend. However, inside here, the minor trend is kind of indicating the opposite. So this is a counter trend or a retracement that we are anticipating to see it do. Retrace a bit before we see that big continuation move on JPYX. Obviously, as you can see, the move that we were anticipating is for, as you can see, prices have broken above this descending trend line. So the move we were anticipating is to see prices retest here before we actually see a continuation on the upside. And if we switch to 1 hour, so you can obviously see prices did retrace all the way until here, and then they gave us this strong bullish 1 hour confirmation candlestick, solid bullish confirmation candlestick. And after I saw this, I was like, okay, this is our chance to actually take a trade. As we are actually entering New York session, I believe the best trade to take it from will be Cadjpy. So obviously, I switched over to Cadjpy. Let's see how it's playing out. Obviously, right now it's in a drawdown. It's in a crazy drawdown, almost hitting our stop loss, but we're still holding it. I do understand, like, we are aiming for 1:3.7. So if we do get stopped out, it is what it is. We win some, we lose some. This was a trade that I took. I sent to all of my groups, Telegram, WhatsApp, Instagram, all of them. I did send this notification of the trade I'm actually watching. As you can see, it started off with a crazy bearish momentum, and then the following hour just came up strong bullish. But the good thing is, it didn't fully engulf this bearish candlestick. So that means there's still a possibility for prices to, keep on pushing lower. And that's what I'm actually counting on, right? So also, if we look at the lower time frames as the 15-minute, you can see it's kind of losing momentum. It's losing momentum. As you can see, the candle that last closed on the 15-minute is very weak. So we may be seeing prices, retrace and keep on pushing lower. I'm holding this trade. If I get stopped out, cool. If I don't get stopped out, it is what it is, aiming for 1:3.7. So let's see how it will play out. The reason why I took Cadjpy obviously was because we're entering New York session. Plus, if we zoom out, we can obviously see on Cadjpy the trend had already changed, as prices had already broken below this ascending trend line. Plus, it broke below this ascending channel pattern. The other pair that trades on the JPYX is Eurjpy. I didn't really necessarily like this trade because prices had just bounced off this trend line. If I zoom out, you can actually see. So you see here, prices tapped this ascending trend line. This was the first touch, this was the second touch, this was the third touch. So prices had just bounced off here. So I really didn't consider taking this trade because I actually believed there's a possibility that prices might have a strong bullish momentum to, keep on pushing higher. Plus, you can see it's also on a support structure. So all of these confluences really didn't give me a go-ahead to take this trade. And the other pair that's dependent on the JPYX is Usdjpy. Also didn't like taking this trade because the US dollar is involved. And the US dollar recently has been acting kind of funny. It has been acting kind of funny, right? Because first things first, I'm anticipating it to go low, to become bearish. That was my bias. But it's actually pushing higher, creating higher high after higher high, which contradicts my bias. So for me, if a pair contradicts my bias, I'm not going to take a trade in it because it doesn't go to the way I see my setup is aligning. So I never force any trade. I obviously follow the market. Now, for me to actually change my bias on DXY to become bullish bias, I'll have to see prices break above here, possibly give me a retest on this before I actually become bullish biased. So far, it hasn't done that yet. It's just ranging in here. So that gives me kind of a pause, and let me see what it does before I do any, I take any trade with it. So the reason I didn't take any trade on the Usdjpy is because the US dollar is involved and it's acting kind of funny. So I don't want to jinx it. That's why I didn't take the trade on Usdjpy. Eurjpy I've already explained, so I took it on Cadjpy, which all the, everything was aligned. So based off DXY, now talking about DXY, obviously we are bearish biased, but you can see prices are ranging. So we aren't really looking to take any trade currently until you actually get a good trend or confirmation from it. But on Euro USD, obviously, should prices, start become bullish on DXY, if prices do become bullish and break above that structure on DXY, okay, come here, then I'll be looking for a continuation until somewhere here. And if prices break below that structure on DXY, I'll be looking for prices to push all the way until they come there, right? So either way, I'm going to take a trade with it. DXY, same thing applies. So it looks like on DXY, prices have actually broken above and come and retested this trend line. So should prices, on DXY start pushing lower, we'll be looking for prices to push higher until somewhere up here, as that's the most recent structure and that's where this trend began. And should prices start pushing lower, I'll be looking for continuations until somewhere down here. So although I'm not really watching the DXY right now because it's acting kind of funny, so all the pair that I'm actually watching are the JPYX and hoping they play out well. So Cadjpy, that's the pair that we are watching right now. Hopefully this hour will actually play out perfectly, so that our trade can get back in profits and hopefully give us our daily bread. With that being said, guys, let's see how it will play out. That's the end of this session. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being with us. Till next time, guys. Appreciate you all. Peace. Take it easy out there.